Oh, we're back again. Oh, what can stop the gaming, right? Whoever ends the gaming on a gaming note, not me. Could not possibly be me. A double stream in one day? Of course, dude. That's shocking? What's up, Shock Man? What's up, Gumba? Alright, 1 second, guys. Let me get the other thing up. How long will I be on here, you may wonder? A bit. Is there a way to guarantee specific weapon colors from siege modes are completely random? It's based on the class you're playing. So you'll unlock them randomly for the weapons on the class you're playing. Should play siege or PvP? Definitely siege. There's way more to do in siege mode than PvP. Also, way more to unlock. FTG, quick question. If I want to change a prestige perk to regrind, no, you just have to pay 750 requisition. Once you have all 4 unlocked, it'll just give them to you. I have water or coffee. One of the two. Maybe both. Both is good. We're gonna do a bringer of judgment on this one. Water's in coffee. That's true. I like the way you think. My throat's been dry today. Just one of those things. Alright, 1 second, guys. I'll be back. Wait the fucking doing more builds? Why not, dude? We got all of them on this channel. First, regards to my favorite streamer, how's my favorite guardsman? Pretty fucking good. Pretty good. We're gonna rock a double heavy plasma here. Well, double heroic plasma is actually very strong in this game. This is the other heavy build I'd say is quite powerful. Power axe on the assault as well. Quite good. Back-to-back streams, 2 times guardsman. Yeah, dude. Unprecedented dedication to Space Marine 2. All there is. Don't forget, guys, when Twitch drops come out, follow me on Twitch. We will go for insane hours. As always. I got a special surprise for you guys, some collaborations we're doing. And other stuff. I'm actually not convinced the next patch we have in September, on September 4th, is going to be as big in popularity as patch 10. I think patch 10 was uniquely large because we got heroic weapons for the first time ever.
Imperial communications pass through this relay. Strategic value, high. A relay with an astral pass cannot serve the Imperial. Let us hope we find some alive.
Yo guys, probably gonna hit 100k subs by, I don't know, soonish. Probably October, maybe September, it depends.
Relic possesses restorative properties.
Your lord, I think the tier 1. When will we be getting the next update? September. But don't worry, I'll cover all the best builds as always, all the new heroic weapons, so this is the spot to be.
Conversion field operational. Astropathic relay ahead. Beyond watch the heretic trickery.
Here we go. Yeah, Twitch drops should be around for the next patch in September, so if you're not following me on Twitch, you definitely should. Because we're the #1 place for drops. I will literally stream for 400 hours, and I will die for it. There's not a human being alive when we go longer than FTG. Maybe Froggy would, but not the Space Marine 2 space.
Ammunition restocked. Cultist pacified. Iron Halo ready.
Praise be the Emperor. Praise be him indeed. Yeah, this is a boring intro. I'm gonna restart this one. What difficulty? Absolute always, dude. Don't play anything less in this game. She's hilarious when she starts to fall asleep. Froggy did stream for like 40 hours straight. She'll probably do it again. We'll probably have some other people come in. I'm pretty sure Sandman wants to play. I'm sure Mobius wants to play. I'm sure Pancreas would like to play the new update. So we'll probably just get all those collaborations again and have some fun. Maybe Brookie will. I haven't asked him. I'm sure he'd be interested in the new stuff, the new Siege Mode thing. But we're gonna make a ton of guides for the new Chaos Siege Mode guys. I don't know, we're playing a ton of that. The new Siege Mode update they did, this one sucked. This Siege Mode sucked ass. Like the new updated one in patch 13, what a flop that was. But they didn't really try. They did not try very hard. So maybe next time they will. Third time's the charm. I think I think Chaos Siege mode is gonna be a flop too, guys. And to be honest, I think the last good Siege mode update they did, or like good, was in year 1, and that was only because there was nothing else to play. Now that stratagems exist and heroic weapons exist, I don't think they'll give a fuck about anything else. Should do the most cursed builds, not boring.
Redeployment to other Earths will further reduce the heretic
France, thank you for the prime. Watch it just be an obelisk map. Well, it'll probably be one map.
Clashes between the heretics and the Xenos
And that'll be
reduce
it.
the landing zone to rubble. This is as close as I can get you. Long-range box is disabled.
Probably the new Siege mode map. I think it was supposed to. Yo, guys, here's my hot take. Okay. So you know they moved. Not even a hot take. Here's my conspiracy theory. You know they moved up the new Siege mode map to year 3. I'm pretty sure Chaos Siege mode was supposed to release with patch 13. With the Siege mode rework. But they got pushed back so much, they pushed it into year 3. I have no reason to believe that besides conspiracy theory, but the fact they said new maps coming, I'm like, I doubt we're getting like a new Siege mode map right now. It's like, it wouldn't make any sense. It was supposed to come out in like the same patch, so it's like, where else would you put it other than this update? Maybe they'll put in a new Siege mode map too, but I'm not so sure.
Thousand Suns combatant observed.
Pretty sure Chaos Siege mode was supposed to come out at the same time as the actual rework, because that just makes a lot of sense. Like, add in your Siege mode rework and then add in a new portion of it with a spin-off mode, but I think they took too long.
Astropathic relay ahead. Be on watch for heretic trickery.
Deafening in the Discord that leaving the channel is true.
Must be eliminated. Conflict resolved.
It's gonna be Siege only Chaos, so they're gonna have Chaos Siege mode, and there's gonna be like all the new Astartes and stuff. And then they're gonna have like a little Loyalist wave. It's not gonna be a very big mode, okay? It's like, don't get your hopes up for like a super expansive mode. It's a spin-off mode of a mode that's already undercooked. So I think people are gonna be a little disappointed if they expect a ton. Probably pretty good. That's what it is.
Heresy quotient reduced. Iron Halo online. Thousand Suns combatants pacified. High-ranking Chaos target eliminated.
The only problem with having heroic plasma is that you run out of ammo all the time in this thing. Granted, we kind of just like willy-nilly shoot around, but still, what are you gonna do? Imagine if stratagems were ranked, they wouldn't do that, dude. It's not that kind of game, guys. Space Marine 2 is not a game that the player base even wants a competitive fucking aspect to it, it seems. Some of them do, but definitely not the vast majority. Dark Tide's a game that people really care about being like legitimately good at. This one's more like what outfit's coming out.
Refilling magazines.
Oh, what's the that was in my stance already.
Thousand suns is like weaponized sorcery. Cultist pacified. Heresy.
Okay, for Drip Marine 3, it's really what it's all about, right?
Confirmed. I am here and ready. The target has secured reinforcements.
I'd say Heroic Plasma is the other best gun for this class, but Heroic Heavy Bolter is definitely better. I mean, the problem with balance is like balance just genuinely does not let you do certain things that fencing will, and vice versa, or and also block. Because zero frame startup parries are just that strong, and this class doesn't really care about the damage of the actual melee weapons, but because of the damage of the gun. And Heavy Bolter is a really good gun right now on both factions, so it's also more ammo efficient than this one.
Wolf corruption symptoms. Anti-sorcery tactics success. Cut off its corporation. Now. Enemy reinforcements incoming. Execute the spawn. Hellspawn destroyed. Enhanced tactic ready. Status report. Relay heavily damaged. Friendly casualties. Heretics approaching. Obtaining armaments. Eliminate the spear. Iron Haven ready. Spear terminated. Cultist classified. Heresy contained.
You elaborate what makes Siege better. Rewards. There are a lot of reasons Siege isn't good. Okay, I mean, it just takes too long for one. The performance is awful. And if it were good, I mean, people would surely play it more, wouldn't they?
Engaging elite countermeasures.
Like PvP, dude. Some things are inherently more niche, and it is fair, but
High-ranking chaos targets eliminated.
Siege mode had its day in the sun. That was patch 8, and ever since then, it's been a hilariously undercooked mode that nobody cares about, or way less than the community did. I think players thought they wanted Siege mode more than they actually did, though. And I think that's also just representing the player numbers for the mode, where before it came out, well, even if it came out well, it was a good mode. But I don't know, I was never hyped for Siege mode in this game. I always thought Operation's gonna be the mode that was good. Schizo Theory, Loyalist Wave, and Chaos Siege, real players who can invade you, that's never happened.
Iron Halo protocol in progress.
They would not. If they forced PvP in the mode, people just wouldn't play it. Just like they don't play PvP now.
Heavy infantry termination protocol complete.
A lot of Space Marines 2 player base just does not like PvP.
Enhanced tactic ready.
And like I don't really blame them. It's not like what the game was marketed as. I mean, it kind of was at launch, but
Investigate possible heretical activity in the lower levels. We have been displaced. Extreme heretical corruption observed. The corruption must be concentrated nearby. Corruption is widespread. This facility is compromised. Ready. Neutralize core for enemy backup. Purge successful. Heresy quotient reduced. Corrupted enemy extinguished.
okay. PvP is better now. It's not really saying much. To be real. PvP is just an out of the mode people are gonna play in this game predominantly. That's just how the player base is. I think they're honestly I think Saber's silly to waste time on it at this point because the player base has made it pretty clear what they want to play in the game, and it's just not the other modes. The player base for Space Marine 2 wants to play operations and hard strats, and they've shown that time and time again. In every single patch this game has had since launch, except for patch 8, and that was before hard strats came out.
Sorcerer's activity suppressed.
It's player base. I mean, even the people who talk about like, oh, I want to play something besides the hard strats. It's like, okay. And why is everybody playing all the hard strats only? Even when they were like, there's even when Siege mode gets a patch rework. Oh, well, that's over. Make that out.
Thousand suns deployed to terminate. Enemy eliminated. Iron Halo ready. Sky Pulse 7 pacified. We are committed to this course. Obstruction removed.
I see you, champion in the ether. Approach and binge upon their suffering.
Psychic asset compromised by Thousand Suns for unknown summoning ritual. Just grenades and chainsaws made for this kind of obscenity. We must neutralize the warp shielding. Raise their foul altars so we might end this madness. Enhanced tactic ready. Hellstorm. Destruction required. Abomination removed. Confirmed. Mutant killed. Cultist pacified. Heresy contained. Enemy substructure negated. Motherboard prepared. Iron Halo ready.
That's all.
Conversion field operating. Another weapon. No additional threats incoming. Tango eliminated. Focus. Tango spin. Ward structure neutralized. The enemy has successfully requested aid. Hellspawn subdued. Heresy quotient reduced.
Yeah, longer campaign for sure would be awesome. Might get that eventually. Start leveling Techner, leveling through your theories.
No.
I love. Oh, you love Heavy so much. Heavy is great. He'd be a lot better when they rework him, though. I hope we don't get the annoying finale here, the generator portion. We probably will.
Support structure eliminated. Target is unprotected. Kill order confirmed. Iron Halo online.
What would you like to see from a Heavy rework? I don't really know.
Ready for next
I have strong opinions on this class. I never thought. I mean, Heavy's fun, but like, as long as he's just a gun, I don't much care. I was thinking of a melee weapon. I'm not very interested.
Do not fear the change. Path has been set. Your fate decided.
Heretics employed deceptive tactics. Dark confluence of unholy power ahead. The second company is already lost. We are its last pathetic gasp. Deceptive auditory tactics in play. Do not engage. Enemy eliminated. Enhanced tactic ready. Refilling magazines. Engaging elite countermeasures. Heavy Motherboard. Execute the storm.
Kill one guy if I can.
Conflict resolved.
Heavy's pretty good at murdering this dude, anyways. So. Fortitude is such a good perk on this class. You know, I try to take strategic stand, but I often find you just don't need that shit on this class. Like, you're just better off with HP. Lame as that may be.
Cultist pacified. Heresy contained. Have you seen the true face of the changeling?
Now back in the PTS, those just go through walls on you. Oh, they kind of do that still.
Apply anti-sorcerer battle tactics. High-ranking chaos target eliminated. Iron Halo ready.
You're actually stacked by unlockable right now. That sucks that he kind of got away from us there.
Critical life functions restored.
This brute.
Magazine depleted.
No ammo. That's the downside of this gun. That's why the heavy bolter's a bit better.
Obtaining armaments.
Oh, really? There you go. Oh, if somebody asks me what I want to see from Heavy in the future, I want to see the Heroic Plasma get a perk tree rework that actually makes it so you don't just have like dead perks on it. Like, they made this heroic weapon, and there are just perks in your perk tree that do nothing for you while you use it. I think the tier 2 for 11 months, pretty much. Hey, the clones are more dangerous on this class than the actual boss. How funny is that? Rebute G-Man, thank you for the prime.
Tactic ready.
Unsure, but they should probably be fired immediately.
Powerful heretic combatant detected. Move to investigate. Target is advantageous terrain and is unassailable. That generator's machine spirit lies dormant. Awakening it will aid us in crossing over. Requisition power cells for that generator.
How's the heroic heavy bolt rifle on heavy? It's okay. It's not as strong as it is on TAC. Oh, I should do it.
Successfully deployed.
Definitely not as strong as it is on TAC or TAC Marine.
Power cells are mission critical at this juncture. Power cell identified. Iron Halo, readying new power cell. Son of Magnus.
Heavy's a victim of this armor type? I don't know if I'd say that. He'd definitely be a victim.
Iron Halo, ready. Improvised objective. Locate power cell for the generator.
The problem with the heroic heavy bolt rifle is you don't actually get any ammo. So like it works negatively with the heavy class for multiple reasons. Number one, auxiliary reload, which is your ammo restoration perk, doesn't do anything for you on this class, and Emperor's Vengeance is so strong on the heroic heavy bolt rifle because you pretty much just get a free grenade, and one grenade is worth so much on both the Tech Marine and the Tactical. The Tactical can just get one back every 30 seconds. And that means every 30 seconds you have a get out of jail free card. Where if you get hurt, you just live. And you can also build into stuff like Emperor's Judgment or Steady Aim on the heroic heavy bolt rifle. They're both pretty good. I still think Emperor's Vengeance is better, but because one grenade's just that good. At like half the time, let's say you're saving your grenades, right? You spend like 3. And then by the time you need them again, you've probably got 3 more. Maybe you're topped off.
Iron Halo online. Iron Halo protocol in progress. Heresy quotient reduced. Fine power cells.
91 shots using the extra ammo team perk, yes. Yes, we are.
Iron Halo ready.
Now that I'm maxing out heavy and trying melee classes, I'm struggling a lot. It can be hard. But I mean, melee classes aren't that difficult in this game.
Motherboard position. Cultist classified. Heresy contained.
Even with that, I have 68. Well, you're not building full ammo then on this thing. I just go all the way down the bottom tree on this. I don't even care about heavy immunity on this one because usually I'm not sitting there shooting this gun that often like that. You don't necessarily need no knockback on this build setup, I find. It's not against Chaos. I might take that against Tyranid instead.
Protective field negated. Eliminate Astropath immediately. New path ahead.
I don't know what they mentioned rework TAC over heavy, so they said they're adding melee options for TAC. So TAC won't just be stuck being like a primary melee guy or range guy. He can also be a melee guy.
New objective. Eliminate any and all warp aberrations. Hellspawn destroyed. Ready for next encounter.
TAC has so many dead perks, it'd be nice, yeah. So they have nothing to replace on them.
Interloper for
That's the
the
thing. Cause
wall.
like right now,
Protected
concentrated
area.
fire, precise calibration, secure stockpile, and like vital data. Those are just like 4 perks that are perfect for every build basically. And then like your only real choice on TAC is, okay, am I using Emperor's Vengeance and am I using Titan Vigor? Or I should say the first 3 are actually pretty high. Like, but for the most part, they're more like weapon dependent than anything else. Whoops, forgot that that stops.
Warning.
Not a
Incoming
great
warfare
start.
rounds. Highly lethal.
Rings around me. Okay. Just take all my HP. It's fine.
Gene seed degraded.
When you get knocked over on the heavy, you are not gonna be up for a bit. That's okay. Find a box right here. Should be fine.
It tracks us along with it.
Class you recommend for a beginner? I would say Bulwark or Vanguard. I have a whole class guide for that. I have a class guide for all of them.
Engineer exceeds our limits.
Every guide you would ever need is on this
Search for
channel.
egress points. Theoretical. That light is a way out.
And more to come. Always.
Conditions tolerable.
I mean, at this point, Space Marine 2 is a pretty solid game. There hasn't like really been a major shakeup in the balance for many patches. There might be for tac. Like, there has been some new heroic weapons that have just been like, okay, now this is the best in the slot. But as far as like major changes to like overall archetypes go, not really. They did that in patch 9, like where they rebalanced all the melee weapons to prioritize different things. And nothing's really changed to that degree since. I would say it's the hardest class to play. I mean, I guess technically tac probably. It's squishy, or tech marine maybe, but I don't think any of the classes are particularly hard to play. There's some hard to play builds where, like, I guess Wings of Flame can be hard. Like high skill cap options in the game. I wouldn't say anything's particularly like Space Marine 2 is more of a knowledge check game than anything else. Like, the hardest things to learn in Space Marine 2 are usually fundamental across all classes. Is there even a box around here? I don't think there is.
Our war gear lacks efficacy against that warp shield. Will this grotesquerie never end? Eliminate hostiles before they interact with the beast. Abomination removed. Destruction required.
That's some really strong fuzzy components here. Speaking of meta swaps, heroic heavy plasma being kind of cracked. Not heroic heavy plasma, heroic plasma pistol being kind of cracked. That was the biggest change they did to the balance in the game in a while. In terms of like what's slotted in the best. Also the heroic heavy bolt rifle. That kind of got auto slotted as like the best option for a lot of classes. Grenade launchers in general are very strong.
Intercepting projectiles. Warning. Incoming warframe barrels. Highly lethal. The beast is nearly spent. Execute target now.
Yeah, like that. Ain't it crack, chat? Heroic plasma. Always a little nuts. Always a little nuts. First time here, we've seen a bunch of videos. Welcome in, Red Cobra. No better place to be. New patch coming fairly soon. Fairly soon. Okay. What have we got? I guess we could talk about that. Hey guys, first regards in here, I'll be talking about the best double heroic plasma build for the heavy class in Space Marine 2 patch 14. Now, you know, when it comes to the heavy setups, the best options you have on this class generally are the heroic plasma heavy fuck, actually, no, let's just redo that. Let's just redo that. I have a better idea. Okay. Hey guys, first regards in here, I'll be talking about the best double plasma setup for the heavy class in Space Marine 2 patch 14. Now when it comes to the heavy class, the best two weapons for this guy are the heroic heavy plasma and the heroic heavy bolt rifle. Now personally, I think the heroic heavy bolt rifle is a oh wait, I said heroic heavy bolt rifle, fuck. It's heroic heavy bolter. Hey guys, first regards in here, I'll be talking about the best double heroic build, fuck. Not even... Hey guys, first regards in here. Wait. We'll get it right for sure this time, okay? Hey guys, first regards in here, I'll be talking about the best double heroic plasma build for the heavy class in Space Marine 2 patch 14. Now when it comes to this class, the two best primary options for you are the heroic heavy plasma and the heroic heavy bolter. In my opinion, the heroic heavy bolter is a bit better than the heroic heavy plasma, mainly because this one gives you a fencing parry window, has an overall stronger ammo economy, and it's just a better gun in my opinion, but this one is still very strong. The heroic heavy plasma is by far a top 2 option, and I would rank this above the relic tiers a little bit right now, and the multi-melt, and definitely the pyro cannon and the heavy bolt rifle here. So definitely a strong option, definitely a top 2. Now as far as the perk tree is concerned, this is the main thing I don't like about this weapon, is that you have dead perk options on this gun. These perks up here, like charge cooling, the one over here, supercharged shot, these charge shot options do nothing for you because your heroic perk effect is called plasma hail, and in heavy stance you get an increase in fire rate instead of charge shots, which means you only have common shots on this gun, and these perks don't do anything for you. And also the ammo economy here is definitely struggling, so I start off with the perk down here, fast venting, moving here to the perk contingency plan, over into plasma collection again, efficient charge, which also does nothing for us, moving here into the perk adamant restoration, because this is a very strong perk on the heavy plasma because it gives you back ammo when you drop to low HP. And on this build, we do take the perk fortitude for a 30% HP increase, which means that being at low HP for us is not as bad as it sounds initially, especially with the perk down here, conviction, for another 25% health damage reduction on top of that 30% base HP increase, which is a super strong option for like basically every single heavy build, but especially this one. Next perk here is heavy fire, over into the perk weapon strike. Then we pick up a brutal rampage, which says after killing 3 enemies or more with one shot, you'll deal 25% more damage for 5 seconds. This is a pretty strong perk effect. You know, the damage buff here is actually quite substantial, and one-shotting 3 Hormigons or Zangors or cultists of this gun is very easy to do, so definitely a good perk option here. And the final perks are fast venting and plasma collection because ammunition sucks ass on this gun. Now, for the secondary option, we take the heroic heavy plasma. This gun fills out this build's gaps perfectly. The amount of burst damage you can do on this gun is ridiculous, especially if you build into things over here like versatility, which we do on this build. It's a very strong weapon to one-shot Majors in the game, and because of that, we do pick it up pretty much every time. And now, as far as the perk tree setup goes on this option, I go for full damage with plasma collection first, into the perk rapid cooling, plasma collection again, blast radius, perpetual velocity, plasma collection, blast radius again, and then we take retaliation and divine might. That's the overall best setup in my opinion for like a single shot option. If you want double shots, you have to go up here for charge cooling, which will leave you at like 90% overheat when you actually fire your first shot. Otherwise you'll overheat in the first shot on this gun. And if you want like full damage, you could go all the way down the bottom tree, but to be honest, I don't think that's worth taking. I just go up here for ammo instead. Now, as far as the perk tree is concerned, the heavy is supposed to get reworked at some point in the future, but for now, his best perk tree setup has pretty much remained the same for ages, which is number 1, restoration. Killing 7 enemies for session restores an armor segment. The cooldown is 15 seconds. Getting armor back in Space Marine 2 is just so damn strong. And multi-kill and auxiliary ammunition sucks, so definitely grab this. Next perk here is fortitude for health increase of 30%. This is also an incredibly powerful perk. Now, you might want Strategic Stand if you want no knockback and more CHP recovery, but the contested health recovery of your common shots is already incredible in this game, and even though we don't have no knockback on this build, as long as you use the common shots sparingly or like burst around and use your backstep dodge, you should be okay, and the Fortitude perk is just incredibly strong for survivability anyways. This will make up for like any downside of that, and if you really want no knockback on this build, you could go up here instead for heavy immunity and skip over stuff like Brutal Rampage. That is an option, but you will lose out a bit of ammo, which personally I don't like to do, because when you run out of ammo on this gun, that's kind of when you're screwed. Now, for the next perk here, I take Versatility for a 20% buff on our secondary. This is really nice to have with the Heroic Heavy Plasma Pistol, though alternatively you could take Overwhelming Power for 10% buff overall while your Iron Halo is active. Now, this perk will trigger simultaneously with Brute Force, which says when your Iron Halo is in cooldown, range damage increases by 15%. For whatever reason in Space Marine 2, your Iron Halo will count as in cooldown while it's active, so these buffs go off simultaneously. And next perk here is additional supplies for even more ammo, because otherwise you will run out of all the time. You will run out, oh my god. Because otherwise you will run out of ammo on the Heroic Heavy Plasma all the time. Now, alternatively, you could take Encompassing Aegis if you really want that, but I'm taking this one on this build. Next perk here is Consecutive Execution, down here into the perk Power Regulator. Then we pick up Brute Force, Offensive Capability, and that is pretty much all there is for the main heavy perk tree. Now, for the Prestige perk options, I just take Auxiliary Reload first, melee kills of Extremist or higher enemies restore Private's ammo by 1 magazine. This is the best perk option to take on like 99% of heavy builds. It is just such a good thing to keep your ammo up, and this class is all about guns, so running out of ammo sucks, so definitely grab this. Next perk here is also God tier Conviction. A 25% health damage reduction for 10 seconds on armor break is phenomenal in Space Marine 2 on pretty much every class it is on, and it's no different here. Final perk here is Indomitable Spirit for no knockback on gun strikes, and then you have your choice of like Home Precision, Reverberating Impact, or Exponential Force. Now, at the moment, as of like patch 13, Duelist does not actually increase your parry window at all in balanced weapons, so I would just skip over this entirely and take something like Reverberating Impact or Exponential Force instead. And that is pretty much all there is for this build, guys. I mean, the Heroic Heavy Plasma is a very strong gun. It does kind of suck. You run out of perk points, or like you just waste perk points on this thing, but even with that being said, this gun is still very potent. And if you want like a little hidden tech option for this thing, if you reload your gun after shooting immediately and just spam your reload trigger while you're firing off your gun, you will keep this gun from ever overheating at all. It's actually pretty funny, because it'll like instantaneously cool down, which you'll see in the gameplay. But anyways, that's all I have to say in this one, guys. Hopefully this build guide helped you, and if you like content like this, subscribe for more. If you want to catch me live to ask me questions about the game or just come hang out, you find me here on YouTube or on Twitch with a link in the video description, also a link to my community Discord. And as always, thank you for watching. Take it easy. Bye. Can we see your Heroic Heavy Bolter perks as well, please? I have all that's on my channel if you're curious about that, but I'm not going to be going into those right now. You definitely find that in the description. Also, guys, if you've not joined the community Discord, you should definitely join the community Discord, because we are approaching like 3,500 members, guys. We're the biggest Space Marine 2 community on YouTube at this point. Usually, we got all the people here. And don't forget, when drops come, boys, we're going for 20 hours straight, 40 hours maybe. Who knows? Next September, guys. Okay. All right, we're gonna take a block power sword in this. I think the best power sword in this class is still the block or salamander. Spur to Guardsman, it's true. It's true, guys. Now, we could go for, like, the best tactical setup. We already talked about that. Like, best tactical setup in this game is, like, just... I mean, it's just these two weapons up here with Heroic Heavy Bolt Rifle and Plasma and Heroic Plasma, and then your choice of White Scar's Chainsword or Argent Edge. That's really all there is to these things. And then for perks, this is just set in stone. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are just the best perks on Tactical. Anybody that says that these are not like the 5 best perks on Tactical is genuinely a fucking lunatic in this game. And then your only real choice comes here, which is like, okay, do you want grenades? Yes, take this one. Do you want terminus damage? I guess you could take this one. Do you want instantaneous reloads for more damage on your gun? I guess you could take this one. And then Height and Vigor, I think, is technically over Versatility and Relentless Pursuit. But if you take Argent Edge, you can still take these. And Kraken Penetrating Rounds is bugged right now. And these other two are pretty good for different reasons. But personally, I think Balance Distribution is probably better if you're not taking Kraken Pen. And that's about it. That's all there is to this build. This class needs a rework pretty badly. So they're not wrong to rework this class, but it's only because some of his perks were just so much better than others. What about Auspex on parry? It's not remotely as good as Concentrate anymore, or Precise Calibration. Like, stacking damage on Auspex is just too good. Like, once you stack a Precise Calibration, Concentrate, Fire, Auspex on a boss, and your team actually knows what the fuck they're doing, you'll just blow it up in 2 seconds. And, like, bosses are what actually kill your team. Yeah, this class doesn't give a fuck. It's just a reality. This class does not give a fuck. It just does what it wants. And then your only real choices are like, okay, are you going up the top tree for double shot? Okay, cool. Or are you going down the bottom tree for pure ammo? Or are you building it this way? That's if you get good teammates. I mean, even by yourself, this perk is still better. I mean, you'll see this perk combo used across like all team comps pretty much for like any high level play because it's just the best. This gear tree, this is the best setup. The only real question is your core tree, and that's really up to preference. But like these like anyone that says secure stockpile is not the best team perk in this game, they can't do math. They don't know the value of equipment. They can't count. That's literally all it is. What else is it? Aligned aim's pretty good too, but this perk's way better. It's also people ask you what's the best class in the game as well. This one for hard strats and ops is just sniper. I mean, all you have to do is just build it like this, and you just auto win. Not even a question. Like, can you hit the button? Yes. I guess the real question is like, do you trust yourself to use marksmanship more in squad renewal? But I still think squad renewal is much better because the only thing that actually matters on this class at all is if your camo cloak's up, and this will save you from that. Drives me up a wall when I have tax to take the range team perk. Why would you not regen nades? Because not everybody wants to play the best build at all times. So if we're talking about what's the best setup, it's just these 5 perks. Not really even, I don't think it's even a debate anymore in this game. The same way, I don't think it's even a debate if Sniper is the best class for like the hard strats and ops anymore, because I mean, show me any other class that's going to do armor malfunction, depleted armor, armor malfunction, supremacy of the strong, and twice the foe. What else? Oh yeah, no stims on the map. This thing can do them all. This class is just too good. Also, it's like infinite ammo. I think if you were to throw all the classes in the game 100 times into hard strats and the hardest possible setup, this guy will come out the most on top. And that's how I would dictate what the best class is one that complete the hardest content the most consistently. With the same players playing. Assuming those players are all the best. Best part is it sacrifices nothing for Sniper to be that good. That's what I mean. Like, I've seen people say Sniper is a solo, like a Sniper isn't like a very helpful class. I'm like, well, when you're playing Sniper, you're winning the game. If your teammates are alive, you don't care because you're winning the game. If your teammates are dead, you don't care because you're winning the game. If they're crying at you in alt chat, you don't care because you're winning the game. It does not matter. This class just wins. It doesn't matter. Do you have teammates? Yes, you're winning. You're carrying games, you're winning games. You don't care. That's all it is. This guy does not give a fuck if he has teammates or not, and the Bull Carbine is such a cracked weapon that doesn't even care if you can't aim. Just put it in their body, and you get all of your HP back. Okay. It's peak chat. You're dog shit on Sniper? I mean, all you have to do on Sniper is just camo cloak. That's literally all you have to do. Can you camo cloak, then shoot your gun? Yes, then you can play Sniper. Not a hard class. It's a very easy class to play. This might actually be the easiest class in the entire game to play with Purification. I can't think of, like, what do you actually have to do? Oh, you're also invulnerable for 2 seconds on Camo Cloak. Did I forget to mention? Thoughts on the Marksman Carbine? It's good. It's really good. It's just not as good as the automatic one on the classes on, because this one's just cracked. This one's, like, genuinely a cracked gun. We could take... So we could go for the ultimate Malum Kato build. This one's always fun. That being said, I hate playing Sniper. Why, dude? Sniper's actually pretty fun. But... Actually, that one. What's that mean? Okay. I've had a lot of fun with the Heroic Bolt Sniper. Heroic Bolt Sniper's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. Definitely not the best. I don't know, I was smoking on that. Last Fusil's actually the worst gun on this class, which is pretty funny. I see people glaze this thing all the time, but it's actually the worst gun in this class right now. It's time, chat. As far as the best two servo guns, I mean, I think the Plasma with Flame is pretty good. Precision Enhancement and Lethal Perimeter are just better. This class doesn't really struggle with hordes anyways, and like its build setup, so what you really want is burst damage against the things that will fucking kill you, and this will do that in 2 seconds. But also nuke bosses, which is what you want on this guy. What do we got here? Chain headshots, stim boost, defensive stance. You don't even need anything but that, really. It's gonna be hard against the new boss. I don't think the new boss is that bad. It's pretty squishy. The new boss is pretty squishy, guys. I gotta say.
Our path to Aurora is barred by the Thousand Suns Silver Tower. We do not have any ordnance on Demarium that can destroy it. Our best available tactic requires an ancient battle barge at the Mechanicus compound that is undergoing restoration.
If I might be so bold as to interject, Lord Titus, that battle barge dates back to the Great Crusade. It is a sacred relic, filled with ancient splendor, brimming with power undimmed.
Noted, Artisan Balthazar. I am authorizing Thalassa to commandeer the battle barge for the duration of this conflict. It will then be returned to your care.
Very well. But you will need my assistance in locating such an ancient machine spirit.
Assist the Adeptus Mechanicus in launch preparations and await our targeting guidance, Thalassa. We should be on the ground shortly. Make sure that battle barge is ready.
I am eager to see this.
Silence the enemies before they request backup. Heritage specialists suppressed. Zangor specimen red and inert.
It used to be his best. I think Sentiment is whole over from before. I don't think it was ever his best. I think it was only his best in the siege mode. So I think the hard strats is much different. Hard strats and ops, I think precision enhancement's always been better. Because you just don't run into as many scenarios where you just need pure AoE as you do. What the fuck, dude? This map has been bugged as shit. I swear to God, this patch, they've been going underneath the floor endlessly. They also nerfed Burn this patch. So which means like this class is actually worse with Burn if you have a tactical on your team than it used to be. That alone kind of lowers it for me. So there are a couple things on there are a couple things that are good in siege mode that are not good in the main mode. Because anything with AoE is going to scale up, so naturally things like Plasma are going to be pretty strong. That's not even true anymore in Siege, because Precision Enhancement is just the best there too. Because now their damage reduction is too high. The only real question ever on like half the guns in this game is like 2 perks. So for example, on the Heroic Heavy Bolt Rifle, it's like, okay, are you gonna take Rampage or Rapid Health? And that question just comes down to, are you playing Siege mode, or do you just want damage? But I would say like Rampage is not in the hard strats, because you don't really need that extra damage sometimes. The whole flow of the game is just a little bit different. In the siege mode though, it's nuts, because you don't need the armor. Rapid how many shots? What do you mean? Rampage and siege mode? Right, well I'm saying the Rampage perk. Well here, I'll show you the only 2 perks you ever make a decision on. But like, things that are good in hard strats, for example. Like Emperor's Vengeance on this gun is just better in hard strats and ops. I think it actually is like mathematically better, because there are certain points where you come across enemies that you simply, like the amount of value you're getting per grenade off Emperor's Vengeance is way higher. Hold on. So let's talk about the Heroic Heavy Bolt Rifle. So the only real perk decisions are like, okay, am I taking tactical precision? How much do I care about my actual grenade launch for damage? If you don't care that much about it, you just skip over this perk entirely. Or if you don't care about your headshot damage here that much. The other question is like recoupment. This is a really good fucking perk. Rampage is also pretty good. I think this one's definitely worse in the hard strats and ops, because rapid health keeps you from being one shot, and recoupment is just a better perk in general in the hard strats and ops than it performs in siege mode. But in siege mode, this damage buff is very good, because there's so many atonements in siege mode. They give you so much armor, it doesn't even fucking matter. As far as like tactical setup for this, Emperor's Vengeance is just the best. I mean, these 2 are good. I've taken them both before, but this is just the best. And also, crack and penetrator rounds is still like the best perk selection because, I mean, the body shot damage on this thing is quite good. And also, it's bugged with the plasma, which you take anyways. So the other options are like plasma boost, which is also pretty good if you take a double shot or balance distribution. This one's pretty good. I like this perk a lot, but losing 15% damage on your secondary sucks ass. And I actually go as far to say if you're taking heightened vigor these days, I think the White Scar's Chainsword is actually better. Is that crazy to say? Argent Edge is really good. I think the White Scar's Chainsword might actually be better. If you're taking heightened vigor. But like the thing I like about the Argent Edge is this one allows us to just take versatility or Relentless Pursuit because you don't really need the no knockback as much if you know what you're doing. You do not need them. But as far as Emperor's Vengeance is concerned, this is just the best perk for Heroic Heavy Bolt Rifle. Because one grenade every 30 seconds, I mean one grenade in hard strats and ops. Not in the siege mode, but in the ops. This is just too much value. You can just go crazy. I mean, let's say you can shoot out 4 grenades in like an entire encounter and usually be up by the end. And you only get grenades back on this gun from 2 sources in the hard strats and ops. That's auxiliary loadout stations and ammo boxes. And if your fuck-ass teammate decides to take your ammo boxes, well, you're out more ammo on your grenade launcher. So, that's why. Why is this so strong? Because your teammates can literally rob you of nades. They can straight up rob you. Then you're stuck. Then you're stuck only getting the loadout stations, which ain't bad, but it depends on which map you're playing. I'll play this though. Do I want to do another Chaos map? Not really. Pretty boring. Do I want to do Inferno for the 50th time? Now that sounds pretty cool. But first, let me take a selfie. Yeah, we did a run showcasing a White Scar's Chainsword build earlier on this. I think that's probably... I mean, it's between that and Argent Edge. Always has been. Always has been, chat. FTG, how much does team comp actually matter? It fucking hardly matters at all in the heart. It only matters in Siege mode, and nobody's even playing Siege mode like that anymore. I mean, team comp can help you, but it's like the Space Marine 2's content is just not hard enough to justify min-maxing to that degree for most content. Like, occasionally you'll have a weekly where the hard strats are so nuts, like the hard strats might be nuts on the dailies, but it doesn't happen that often. If you're just playing ops, you can play whatever the hell you want. That's all it takes. Does not matter. But Space Marine 2 is fundamentally not really a min-max game. Can be played that way, but I think the player base has made itself pretty known how it feels about that. In Darktide, it's a whole different story. Space Marine 2 hates sweaty players. Rapid or Rampage, normal damage. Dude, can you speak proper English in the chat, please? You just made the video thumbnail? Probably, dude. I mean, we did this run earlier on this thing. This morning. Let's do the, do this one. I guess we'll do this one. I don't want to play it on a fucking Chaos map, though. I mean, you can. It's not even that hard. It's just... Yeah, we can do it on a box. I'm just so bored of some of the Chaos maps like Fall of Atreus. They're fun for a bit, but like after a while, it's the same thing over and over and over. I guess that's the whole game though, ain't it? Love your vids, man. Thank you, brother. I was here, I know, just lurking. It's true.
Our Vox transmissions are not reaching the astropathic relay station. The source of the interference lies in heretic-occupied territory. Locate and destroy whatever is jamming our communications. You will be on your own from here. The Emperor protects. We have landed, Damocles. Communications will be inhibited from here on. Understood. Damocles out.
Warhammer 3RX, thank you for the prime. They really messed up with the first one for Rogues. It sucks to see it happen, yeah. But which ones are we talking? Wait, which ones are we talking about? I mean, the Salamander Power Sword is really good. They definitely did not mess up with that one at all. That was very good.
Cartridges.
Oh yeah, the Salamander Sword and Carbine Flamer. I don't think the Salamander Flamer is that much. We did not cast a single. We didn't cast a warrior where we wanted them. That's awkward.
Formidable Tyranid organism terminated. Activating Tarantula sentry gun.
Feels like a quantum age ago that we had this. Do a relic, okay, we might should be cooking.
Utility of unidentified
You like that.
technology not yet determined. Silence the enemies before they request backup.
Now the nice thing about the Argent Edge, unlike some of the other options here, is well, the precision enhancement is so strong. But the Argent Edge is really good against Chaos and Tyranids. Not to say the Salamander Swords are not good against them, like the Omniscion Axe, but this one, you can really stack that range damage reduction. Stacking range damage reduction against these guys is very valuable to you. You can just skip all your melee perks, you don't even care. Now, there's supposed to be a hot fix for this game coming pretty soon. I hope they remove the gun strikes from these, like the little floaty dudes. So when the new boss is summoned, he will consistently send out his little ghosts at you. And those ghosts, when you parry them, like give you a gun strike. Then it's just fucking stop, because I despise random ass and gun strike opportunities, especially on things that do literally nothing for you if you take them. And you don't actually deal damage to those guys. But can animation lock you, which sucks. so good.
Monstrous Xenos eradicate, repurposing battlefield sensor.
Hopefully they fix the heroic plasma pull-out gun on the secondary. That's not just a bug on that gun. That's a bug at every secondary in the game. It's been in the game since launch, actually. There are a couple bugs in Space Marine 2 that have been around for Quantum Age. And that's one of them. The other one's a parry bug, where your parries face your enemy parry attacks. Both of them riveting. You love it.
Munitions replenished. Cycling cartridges. Large terminal organism destroyed. Inserting fresh magazines. I can restore this sentry to operational status. Servo gun is fully operational. Shut down their core for reinforcements. Xenos cycle annihilated. Enemy reinforcements are en route.
That gun's so good.
Rearming walking. Blocks the enemy from summoning reinforcements. Throwing frag. Gun strike ready to deploy.
I don't think I've ever fought the new boss on this map.
Replenishing
2 turns gone in milliseconds. I mean, that's why precision enhancement's the best.
fresh forces. Alien menace marked. Formidable tyranny organism terminated. Servo harness gun available. Cyclic cartridges.
Alright. I don't know, guys. How do you feel about the new heroic weapons? So we're gonna get 6 more in the next patch, probably. The next patch also comes in September. Those of you who are unaware. Next patch is coming. It's right around the corner.
Thousand sun saucer without a sector. The cords of madness. Wipe them out.
Oh, back-to-back patches? Yeah, this one was very small, so...
Automated weapon engaged.
Well, I got tips for the new heroic Thunderhammer. I have a whole video on that, actually, if you look at the weapon guide section. I'll tell you everything you need to know about that. I would say the biggest tip about the heroic Thunderhammer is the new one. If you take Aftershock Improved, the double spin, be very careful about the end portion. Make sure to animation cancel it. Like, do a parry immediately after, and that'll save you a lot of headache.
Gun strike ready to deploy. Servo gun engaged. Tracer leader terminated. Fragmentation grenade deployed. Detecting successful. Our foes lie.
Wasn't it one-handed Thunderhammer talked about? Yeah, one-handed Thunderhammer is coming. So the new patch is going to be Chaos Siege mode. Probably 16 heroic weapons, one-handed Thunderhammer, and then a new operation, probably with a new boss, I'd imagine. That's not confirmed at all. It's pure. We know there are bosses coming in the next year, 2 new mission bosses, but Whether they're doing that in this patch or not, we have no idea.
Hostile backup inbound. Concentrate your fire. Exercise of Alex. Server guns fully operational. Servants of the dark can silence the enemies before they request backup. The enemy bolsters their forces. Ready yourselves. Vile monstrosity reduced to basic limits. Zangor specimen rendering alert. Our gambit proved successful. The path is open.
Do a video on the new Auspex pole rifle anytime soon. I have videos on all of them already. I have a video on pretty much every weapon you'd ever want in this game. I don't think there is a build on that weapon I haven't covered.
Your foul
Definitely not from this
demonic
patch.
stride is broken, and you are next.
At the end, this one.
Thousand Sun storm the sector. Assume defensive positions. Gunstrike ready to deploy. Automated weapon engaged. There. The altar is projecting this barrier. Let the heretics be a feast when the Xenos devours. Server harness gun available. Formidable heretic warriors dressed. Zangor spearmen and cutting runners. Killed. Zangor successfully terminated. Realigning war.
Or I think they're the prime. Fair and balanced gun. Earning fortifying salvo or strategic gun strike. Fortifying salvo. So the thing about the Tech Marine Precision Servo is it always targets, or when you put down lethal perimeter, it will target Majoris and Extremis first anyways. So you don't actually need the gun strike. I'll have to turn it off in time. Oh my poor frames, dude. This map, where frames go to die. I'm not the only one that gets FPS drops and box. Surely. It can't possibly be.
Gunstrike ready to deploy.
I just got into Space Marine 2 and watching a lot of your YouTube videos. Awesome stuff, man. It really helped me. No problem, dude. I'm gonna have every guide you need for the next patch too. So if you want to follow, also if you want your Twitch drops on September, this is the place to be. That's when they put out like the limited time cosmetics, if that interests you. But otherwise, we cover all the new content anyways. We also have some fun collabs coming up pretty soon. There you go.
Replenishing ordnance. Refreshing armaments. It was only a matter of time. What is a little sorcery to the righteous? Nothing. The traitor's jammer is likely set up in that cathedral. Let us move.
We're peeking, chat. Space Marine 2 is a great game. Space Marine 2 is also... I mean, I've been playing this game daily for 2 years straight at this point. We've hit the official threshold at 5,015 hours on the main game. If we add in the PTS server, we're at like, fucking 5,600 hours. A lot of Space Marine 2 gaming. Past 2 years.
This creature is no match for the omniscience race.
Izzy's back, 2 streams in a day. Happy day, indeed. There's some final stuff I wanted to catch up on here.
Must eradicate them. Objective in sight. Clear a path. I can restore this sentry to operational status.
Alright, we might get an enemy thing here. The boss spawn area up here. Could be a little dangerous. Is there anything to keep an eye on in the next patch, kind of loop of things? I have a bunch of videos on that that go into like the new... I'll make more as well, but for now, the main takeaways are Chaos Siege mode is coming, which is just going to be like a little spin-off mode for the current Chaos thing, the current Siege mode. We're probably going to be getting a new operation as well, and I expect we're going to be getting another 6 heroic weapons. It's not confirmed, but this should be coming. There will also be a community update coming out pretty soon here in August. And I will be covering that as well. Ooh. I think people are going to be a little disappointed with the Chaos Siege mode, because I see a lot of people acting like it's going to be like this major mode, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be that. I think their intention is a little spin-off mode, is what they said. Because it's a spin-off mode for a mode that was already kind of undercooked. Which makes me think one thing. So the patch will be great, but... Oh, there'll also probably be a new warrior selection too. What do you think the heroics I should grind out first are? Heroic Plasma Pistol, Heroic Heavy Bolt Rifle, another one. Argent Edge. Those are the three I think are the best for like. Think about those, like they're best in slot for all the classes are on. So I think the Prime. I just hope they'll keep locking things behind PvP. I don't think they're going to do that again. I think their whole intention here was, for the last two patches, we saw in patch 13, they did their little siege mode rework. And then after that, they did another rework. Nutty Business, thank you for $10 super chat. Question, how do you get those double gun strikes and executables? I mean, once you gun strike an enemy once after like a parry or something, you can execute, you just gun strike them again. If you melee a guy that's in executable state, you can gun strike them.
Sweep the summons.
There we go. Look at that. Did they buff Vanguard yet? No, he's not going to get touched until year 3. They might do that all in patch 15. I doubt it, though. Yeah, I honestly doubt it.
Cowards would lurk under the ground. Gun strike ready to deploy. Let the servo gun do its job. Formidable heretic warriors suppressed.
Is that the heroic fencing combat knife? Yes. Or the heroic heavy bolt rifle. Also, ooh, actually, that's a good question. What do you? They're really the only question in the game. That's like what heroic weapon you should get. There are a couple actually, but that's tough. I would say the heroic heavy bolt rifle is probably the better pick. I think that actually does more for you on a lot of the build setups, and that's also depends. Are you leveling up your class? Is the question. Heroic heavy bolt rifle will also let you level up heavy. That's pretty big.
Servo gun is fully operational. Fresh ammunition acquired.
Pretty big.
I smell a foulness that does not belong in this world.
I'll say you really can't go wrong with either. They're both really good.
It cannot be. Only one thing can this entity be. A demon host. Those shrines seem to be keeping found.
What are y'all's favorite classes? I think Tech Marine is probably the most well-made class in the game right now.
Gun strike ready to deploy. Inserting fresh magazines.
I like how you slap an Argent Edge on with all that range damage reduction, and chaos becomes.
Destruction confirmed.
Thank you, Precision. for getting back my HP that was so viciously robbed. I guess we'll activate the turret, huh? Attack point so squishy, either he feels half as tanky as the tactical. I mean, it's actually pretty tanky against ranged attacks. He has a lot of armor too. So the way you stay tanky on this class is don't let your armor drop. He has a lot of ways to do that. My point is, on the Tech Marine, the way your damage reduction works is you have, like, this class has no HP damage reduction outside of one team perk when you're around your sentry guns, but he does have a ton of range damage reduction. You have, like, you can stack up to 45% in base, and because of that, that will stack on your armor. And he has a ton of armor. He can regen twice as much armor as a normal class on an execute, and grant that to the entire team, and also get back armor on his guns, and also get back armor on shooting his servo gun. Ow, that was really shitty to say as I get obliterated by this dude. But
Servo gun is fully operational. Sorcerer, counter its foul arcane. Automated weaponry engaged. Formidable heretic warrior suppressed. Inserting fresh magazines.
That's how we do it. Good enough. We didn't have to play it that way at the end, but like, you know, why not, right? Why not? FG, which weapon to play against Chaos as a sniper? Purification. I'm kidding. It's Bull Carbine. Man, this guy, I think the tier 2 for 11 months. How's the day been going so far, FG? Pretty well. Pretty well. This is our second stream today. I don't know how much longer I'll be streaming, but at least 10 minutes. At least an hour, maybe. Yeah, check out my unkillable sniper build. That should do it for you. Pretty much everything that class needs. I mean, that's probably just the best build for hard. No, that is the best build for hard strats in the entire game. You're not gonna find a better one. I mean, maybe you could find like 2 perk changes, but like overall, it's just the best you're gonna get. Okay. All right. What are we doing next? Malum Kato build? Why not? Actually, I know what we're gonna do. We can do a bulwark build again. What's a fun one, though? Actually, we could do assault. Balance hammer. That one's always pretty fun. Do we think they should have either... do you think we should have either another weapon tier above relic that comes with extra perks, like the heroics, or we add some to the current relic tier? Nah. I think they only want to focus on heroics now. I don't think they care about anything else. Genuinely. I don't think they care at all. Okay. I might actually just call it there for now, guys. I'm going back on for like an hour and a half. I'm probably good on that for now. We could keep going, but what's the point? I think for the fucking bits, ban this guy. Okay, I guess I'll keep going. I guess we'll keep going. I think it was off where the stream ended. Oh, okay, I guess we can quit. Alright, guys, goodbye. I'll be back on maybe later, or tomorrow definitely, but maybe later today. Bye-bye.